welcome back. Got something I think pretty cool to show you. I've done an Iron Man build before, but we went ahead, since I got another guy wanted one, to completely reverse it to keep that one unique, keep this one unique. So this one is the exact opposite of the other one. So we've got a brass Iron Man dial that we went back in and pipped going on around here. It's got a red pointer hand set with a red seconds hand. Did red Cerakote case all the way around. See if that'll focus in there properly. Red Cerakote case all the way around. Did the Iron Man logo, obviously. Not upside down. Here on the other side, got a these are called a smooth 3-1 bezel. Kind of comes up and then kicks in. So we did that in antique brass. So antique brass here, red here, and then antique brass cerakoted crown with one of the Iron Man logos there put onto the crown. Then we two-toned the shark mesh hybrid. So you've got antique brass cerakote going on the sides and red going down the middle. And then we did the same thing here on the clasp. So the clasp is done in brass. I guess the whole thing is considered the clasp, but the locker here is done in brass. This piece is done in the red. And then when we lasered it, without focusing properly, when we lasered it, you have a nice little kind of rolling look to it there. And then smaller window exhibition case back here. Let's focus. There we go. Smaller window exhibition case back, so it's tighter on the wrist. Gilded rotor, and has a stainless steel movement holder going on around there. So that's that look in there. Automatic mechanical, you can twist the bezel, so it can turn left, can turn right, it doesn't click. But automatic mechanical, so you can put it in a winder, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder to keep the time. But if you're not going to be very active or it's dead, make sure you pre-wind it before you put it on. Otherwise, you're going to lose time. So how you do that is you back the threads off the crown, back the threads off on the crown until you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind, which a wind is a turn away from you. And instead of just doing one of these motions, you can actually just go back and forth and wind way faster. Going backwards doesn't hurt anything, but it doesn't wind anything, but it just makes it go a little bit quicker. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20-25 seconds, you'll max out your minimum 31-hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so you could wind this all day if you like. It will not hurt anything. This is what I do to make sure your watch is working today, because I built it yesterday afternoon and it's still running. So I just sat there and did this to make sure it's keeping time the next day. If you pull it to the one and only click, you'll see you've got play there in your crown. You've got a wobble crown. It's going to deflect lateral pressure against that stem from going into the movement. I kind of pull back on it, give it some tension. You can go from winding it to setting the time, but you cannot go from setting the time back to wind it. You will have to re-engage the clutch by screwing it back down and backing it back out. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:57 a.m.
11:57 a.m. Also makes it nice and easy to push right back over as I say that, and I don't do it. Did not click it in. There it clicked in. Just make sure it clicks in, obviously. If it doesn't click in, you're still in wind position. So there is your build, sir. Hope you like it. This was a gift build, so it's heading out to Chase. Chase, we did some matching beads to go with it. Whether you want to be stylish or not and wear them with it is up to you, but they are there. It's going to come in a custom Iron Man box, which my phone isn't focusing there. Custom Iron Man box in red. You'll have your build and warranty cards in the box as well. Laser etched metal cards. Thank you, sir. Also, with your build, you're going to have watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts of this whole watch. If you ever get anything on it, just put this on there, let it set for a second, and then buff it off. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. Also, you're going to have some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged into these small little containers. It's way cheaper than buying Polywatch, but it's the same thing as Polywatch. This is an acrylic glass, and you can scratch it if you do. Put a tiny bit on there and buff against it, filling that scratch, and then buff it out. Use your included microfiber to buff it out. Get your thumb behind it and generate some heat. And in about 15 seconds, it'll be completely gone. It's super, super smooth. It's kind of like a pledge on wood. But only use what you need. There is enough in here to probably last this watch and another 2 or 3 watches like this. So use just a little bit. The rest is going to soak into that, and you don't want to push it in around down in your bezel. You won't get it back out unless you use like canned air and stuff. So just use it where you need it. Just use a tiny bit. Just a little dab on there. Put a tiny dab on your microfiber and then do it. So that's it, man. That's your build. I hope you like it. I'm a big Iron Man fan and enjoy making ones like this. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you ever, most of the time, most people where they'll, like, this is Cerakote, but you can scratch it. You can, it's abrasion resistant. But most people where they get scuffed up is on their clasp. So if anything ever happens, reach out to me. I'll make you another clasp. I'll just have to pull up a picture and remember that it's red with that walker across there. Because that is one spot where you can get it on there, and you always want to keep this thing pretty. So that's it, man. I appreciate you, and I hope you love it. And if you want to continue to see builds like this, like and subscribe. And if you want me to build you something custom unique, reach out, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching, guys.